welcome out. I'm at US 4398, which is Uinta Wasatch National Forest. This is Whiting Campground right outside of Mapleton, Utah, a good 8 or 9 minutes from my front door. So this is kind of my local park I head to fairly frequently. And I wanted to do a homebrew activation, a 100% homebrew activation today, which I don't know if I've filmed one of these before, but I just built this KM4 CFT paddle, which I'm really excited to use. It's got a really good feel. I did a YouTube short on it you can go check out. But yeah, that'll be the first component of the homebrew build. You guys have seen my QMXs that I love dearly. Absolutely love these radios, awesome radios. I've got a BNC cable I just picked up. I think this is 15 feet or so. So I'll take that apart. This is my QRP guys antenna that I built. Really everything I'm showing you today is stuff I built, including the end-fed half wave. So we'll see if I have this to the right length. It should be pretty close. And my bioenno. I guess I'm cheating, guys. I didn't build this bioenno. But the paddle, the antenna, and the rig are all home built, which I'm really excited about. This will be a lot of fun. So if you guys have questions on any of these products, let me know. I'll include links in the description. But I did do a full video on my I did like a budget build video, and it's really pretty much identical to this, I believe. The only difference is the paddle today. So yeah, we're gonna throw an end-fed half wave in a tree, and a lot of people like to watch that type of action. So let's see if I can get a shot of it for you guys. If I don't get this throw line completely unwound, you guys would laugh how many times I don't get it all the way out, and then I throw my throw line up and it gets stuck. I've actually had to pull out my Chelegans whips and extend it all the way 17 feet as I try to get the ball unwound. Perfect. Oh crap, you guys think I can grab that? Perfect. Ended up moving tables. What do you guys think? My SWR? Dang it, I'm about 2 to 1. I want to improve that a little bit. Sorry guys, I am going to cheat. So my 100% homebrew YouTube video is kind of fraudulent because I am going to use an ATU. And the only reason I'm going to do that is I'm short on time, so I don't want to tune this end-fed half wave that I have up in a tree. And I didn't cut it quite to the right length. I could use it obviously at that SWR that I had, but I'd rather get a better match. So we're going to tune this to 1 to 1 with my ATU 10. Oh yeah. Sounds good to me. I've got to go get my spot added, so I'll be right back. First QSO in the books, WJ0L. And nothing better than a 599. I did make I paused the video briefly to make a small adjustment to my antenna. I noticed the bolt on it, or the nut, was kind of loose, so I actually tightened it off camera quickly, and sure enough, that tighter connection on the transformer, I saw RBN pick me up right after that, so I'm glad I made that adjustment, and then I got the 599 signal report. So Minnesota and Pennsylvania. Great to get Steve in the log. I got Steve earlier today while he was out activating. So guys, these are my inaugural QSOs with the KM4 CFT. This paddle rocks. It has really good feel. I think I want to adjust my spring a little bit. I got a little bit tighter tension here, looser on the DAW. I have my Ellen in my truck, so I may want to. You're seeing me make a couple errors. It's more so just getting a feel for a new paddle, but I do want to maybe make a couple small adjustments. But for $35, this thing rocks. And full transparency, it's a bold move anytime I come here QRP. I'm in a very, very, very tight canyon. but a good buddy of mine told me to start doing end-fed half waves northwest and point it towards the outlet. Hey, good to get my buddy Tim too. But yeah, this end-fed halfway is working out good so far. And I'm really glad. Again, I did it off camera, but I paused the camera for about 3 seconds to use. On my keychain, I have this little EDC tool. It's called the Gerber Shard, and it has a Phillips on it. And I tightened my end-fed half wave. Just a little spade connector to the nut screw kind of on the transformer. I just tightened it, and sure enough, I started getting picked up by RBN, and then the QSOs started coming in. So, very happy with that. Again, guys, I did cheat. Instead of messing with my end-fed half wave and tuning it, I just grabbed my ATU real quick. I could have just tuned the end-fed half wave wire, but I'm a little short on time. So it's not quite 100% homebrew because I am using an ATU, but I think it still counts a little bit, right? We've got the antenna, the wire, the antenna, the paddle, and the rig. Fully home built. So that was pretty interesting. I had somebody, I won't say who, they put QSY please on my spot. So I thought, oh no, you know, maybe I'm calling over someone. But I feel relatively confident though. I have 5 QSOs on my frequency. I called QRL on it. But then I did notice there's another activator about 0.5 up from me. So maybe he was drowning me out and I didn't realize. But as soon as I switched to 580, so down from 0.5, I get a QSO. So let's see if that had an impact. But I'm not totally sure why someone said, hey, get off of that frequency. Because I did check to see if they were potentially activating on that frequency, and they're not. At least their spot isn't there. But maybe this will help me out. Let's see. Because I did hit a dry spell for about 10 minutes. I'm going to retune real quick. Great to get Ron in Missouri. I always think Ron's in Georgia, and that's because he's in Atlanta, Missouri. So I see Atlanta on the Ham2K Polo app. He was extremely loud, which I love. .599 Nebraska. So I wonder if he caught that. I'm sure he did. But I said, thanks for QSY. So spoiler alert, Tom is the one that told me to change frequencies, and he's helped me out quite a bit. I'm three QSOs back to back, and I dried up where I was, so I think he knew something I didn't, and I appreciate him helping me out. And it was clear that was his intention when he did make the QSO with me. So thanks Tom. Appreciate that. Great to get dawn there in Minnesota. Actually, don't know who this is. I gotta figure out his call sign. $599. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Whoops. sorry about that. So that was really funny. The first time, you know, something I was gonna say. So we're actually gonna wrap up there, guys. That was a park to park with KF0AX, and I appreciate him bearing with me. So that was my first time really running into some issues with my paddle there. But I said earlier in the video I wanted to make some adjustments to it because I could tell my tension was a little off. But if I'm being candid, if you watch that entire activation, that was probably one of my best batting averages as far as errors go with a brand new paddle, meaning never used it prior. So man, huge shout out to Jonathan, KM4CFT. This is a great little paddle. I want to make a couple little adjustments, but that's normal using it for the very first time. So very, very satisfying. Jonathan, great job on this paddle for the price. This is exceptional. And I love, you guys know if you watch my key videos, I love having my call sign on my paddles. But thanks for joining me. I do need to grab his park number. In fact, I got to update that time to about a minute ago. Let's go there. Okay, perfect. But yeah, that was a final QSO there with Philip, KF0AX. We're getting just a ton of noise as I wrap up the video. There is a construction zone just up the road. But really fun to do a quick, this is kind of a lunch break activation for me. And so that's 10 QSOs in about 32 minutes, which is exactly what I need when I'm sneaking out for a quick lunch break. And I tell you what, it was pretty bold of me to come to US 4398, this particular location, which is Whiting Campground. I absolutely struggle here. QRP. When I'm QRP, I famously did a activation video where I booked a campsite here at Whiting Campground, made 0 QSOs, QRP. And even last night, I was at Hobble Creek, QRO, 80-90 watts, and I battled. It took me over an hour to get my 10 QSOs. So, yeah, it's unbelievable that, it's probably not that loud, but it's violently loud by me right now. Anyway, thanks for joining me for the Homebrew POTA activation video. Fun to do it with some Homebrew equipment, and we'll see you guys next time, 73.